Hey everyone, it's Julianne here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you another card that features some of the brand new goodies that were just released in the Spring Fling release from Scrappy Tail Crafts. For my card today, I'm going to be using the Easter Blessings stamp and die set in order to create this Easter card. Now I'm going to start out by first stamping the cross image that's included in the Easter Blessings stamp set, and I'm going to be stamping that onto a sheet of expressive blending cardstock using some Memento Tuxedo black ink. Once I have that all stamped out, as well as a few of the individual flowers that are also included in this stamp set, I'm then going to start working on my Copic coloring. Now, as you saw, I did end up stamping an additional cross, and I colored in the flowers on the two images in completely different colors, so that way I could create two cards today, because hey, why not? Once I had all of those images colored in, I did use the coordinating dies in order to cut out the image, as well as those individual flowers. Now, with all of my images cut out, I'm now going to start working on creating my background. And for both panels, I'm going to be using a raised stencil in order to ink blend using two of my distressed inks, Squeeze Lemonade as well as Mustard Seed. I'm going to start out by lining up the raised stencil to my background panel, and that panel is a piece of Bristol Smooth cardstock that I've already trimmed down to just slightly smaller than A2 size at 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to start out by ink blending the mustard seed in the center of this stencil, and then I'll be blending out that color towards the edge of the background panel using Squeeze Lemonade. Once I get my first background all done, I'll then just remove that stencil and line it back up onto my second panel, and I'll repeat that same ink blending process. Next, I'm going to work on adding in my sentiments, and for that, I'm going to be placing both of my background panels back inside of my MISTI, and I'm going to be stamping two of the sentiments that are from the Easter Blessing stamp set. I'll be stamping one sentiment on each one of my cards, and I'm going to be stamping them in the bottom right-hand corner of my panel. For each of my sentiments, I will stamp them both out using some Memento Tuxedo black ink, and once I have those both stamped, I'll then be placing both of my card bases inside of my MISTI as well, and I'm going to be stamping the Happy Easter sentiment that's also included in this stamp set, and I'll be stamping that on the inside of my card bases. Once I have all of my sentiments stamped out, I'm now going to start working on assembling my cards together, and I'm going to start out by adhering my backgrounds down to each one of my card bases using some liquid adhesive. Once I have each of those adhered, I'm then going to be adhering each one of my crosses down to my background panels. Now, in order to give my cards some added dimension, I have added some foam adhesive behind each one of those crosses, and I'm going to be adhering them both onto the center of my background panel, kind of covering up that circle that the stencil left behind. Now, in order to finish off both of my cards for today, I'm just going to be adhering a few clear sequins to each one of my cards, kind of surrounding each one of those crosses, and I'm going to be adhering all of them down using some liquid adhesive. Once those are all adhered, that's going to complete both of my cards using the brand new Easter Blessings stamp and die set from Scrappy Tail Crafts. Now, if you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up down below, as well as subscribe to my channel for even more card making ideas. If you're interested in any of the supplies I used, I will have all of those listed and linked down below in the description box. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time, and happy crafting!